We're back at it again. Back to the field for the second time this week. Teams showing their strength as the playoffs are fast approaching. It's week 7 of the high school football season. WPBF 25 Football Friday starts right now. And welcome into Football Friday, a double dose of high school football this week, with most teams playing their week 6 games on Monday and week 7 continuing tonight. Shane right here as we're now down to the back stretch of the season. No wiggle room left for teams trying to get into the playoffs, and that's the case for the two teams in our Football Friday game of the week. 4-2 Boynton Beach against 4-1 Seminole Ridge. The Tigers hitting their stride at the right time, going for their 4th straight win. Hawks coming off their first loss of the season. Straight to the 4th quarter, the Hawks leading 7-0, 10 minutes left in the game. Boynton attempting a field goal, but it's blocked. Hawks cling to the 7-0 lead. Time continues to tick down in the 4th. Boynton needs points. Tyrone Smith finds Bobby Smith for a first down yardage. Okay. And then the very next play, Smith follows the big fellas up front, and we're knotted at 7 with 2 minutes remaining in regulation. After a Seminole Ridge fumble, here we go. 55 seconds to go. Derrick Henry Cole. The field goal is good. Boynton winning a defensive battle. That's your game winner, 10-7 the final. Dwyer fresh off an upset over Pahokee, hosting Forest Hill, who were blown out by Wellington in week 6. No score, second quarter. Forest Hill driving though. Carlos Morales takes the handoff, makes a cut, and gets some tough yards inside for a first down and a little bit more. Same drive, it's Miche Estrin. Is going to fake the pitch and keep it himself. A good decision because he's going to score and put the Falcons on the board, 6-0. The Dwyer offense sputtered in the first half, but the defense keeping the game close. Dylan Raymond comes up with a big tackle for the Panthers defense. Very next play, more from the Panthers defense. Forest Hill fumbles the pitch. Braxton Weiner says, look what I found. Picks it up and returns it for 6. Close game down the stretch, but Dwyer pulls out the win, 12-6. All right, let's get out to the muck where Pahokee was trying to bounce back after that loss to Dwyer, hosting Atlantic. Midway through the first quarter, and Pahokee is going to go for it on 4th and goal. Austin Simmons pass, though, incomplete. The Atlantic defense comes up big, but their offense will take over. Early in the second quarter now, Atlantic finds himself pretty much the same situation, going for it on 4th down inside the red zone, and the Pahokee defense rallies to make the stop. The offense, it took a little bit to get going in this game, but Pahokee escapes with the win at home, 27-14. 80-20, that's how much the Boca Bobcats have outscored their last two opponents, but a much tougher test tonight, Palm Beach Central. Broncos put a beatdown on John I. Leonard in their last game. They're 4-1 on the season. Third quarter now, Broncos looking to add to a 28-7 lead. Ahmad Haston finds Lubby Morris Jr. Makes the tough catch there. They wouldn't score on that drive, though, but on their next one, Haston showing off the arm, hitting Tony Williams. The Broncos extending their lead, having all types of success at home. But the Bobcats aren't going to go down without a fight. Ensuing kickoff, David Williams, the return man for the Bobcats, turns upfield, brings a few tackles, and he's gone. Just a kicker to beat, and he beats him. Williams tells his offense, say, stay on the sidelines, man. Making it a 3-score game heading to the 4th quarter. The Broncos, or the Bobcats rather, driving again, the QB keeper. But the Palm Beach Central defense makes a huge play, forcing the fumble, ending any hope of a Boca comeback. Broncos buck Boca 34-13. A Riviera Beach battle between Inlet Grove and Suncoast. Hurricanes looking for their 4th straight win. They're having a great season. 12-0 Inlet lead at the half. Suncoast here back to punt. This punt, though, blocked. Christian Martin. Inlet Grove would take over with great field position, and that, as they say, would turn into this. Ensuing drive, Zion Willis keeps it, follows his blockers straight to pay dirt. 2-point conversion is good. Inlet Grove leads 20-0. They get the ball back and go right back to work. This time it's Sebastian Christian, the senior, with an impressive piece of running right here. Look at this. Gets a few blocks, hits the sideline for a huge gain before eventually being chased out of bounds inside the 10. A few plays later, Inlet would finish off the drive. Christian with a run up the middle for the touchdown. Hurricanes pitch a shutout tonight, 40-0. Still more to come here on Football Friday. We head to the Treasure Coast as Benjamin battles South Fork. Wellington tries to fight Vero Beach, and more from Palm Beach County when Football Friday returns. All right, welcome back to Football Friday. Since losing to Glade Central, Kings Academy has ripped off 3 straight wins. The Lions playing at St. John Paul II tonight, who's looking to get to 500 on the season. The Eagles 3-3 after going winless last season, totally turning things around for them. Good for them. First quarter, Eagles have trouble with the snap, though, but Samuel Woolley is able to track it down, and he's on the run. You're going to find Chase Calloway all by himself, making something out of nothing, but that drive would stall. Joe Daly on the Lions offense looking to get the scoring going and does just that. Daly finds Xavier Jones for the easy touchdown there. Eagles trying to tie things up, but the Lions pass rush affects the throw, and Turner Lacey, watch this, lays out for the tough interception. Impressive work. First quarter about to end, but not before Marion Victor takes a trip to the end zone. He muscles his way in for the score. Kings Academy spoils St. John Paul's homecoming, winning this one 44-0. How about Benjamin back in action after getting their first win of the season over Jensen a few weeks ago? Bucks on the Treasure Coast at South Fork tonight. Bucks up 14-0. Jacob Cosby Mosley wants more, but his pass is picked off. Yeah, that's Jaden Vega, and Vega is heading the other way. And that's how South Fork would get on the board. The pick six makes it a 14-7 game. But Benjamin would have an answer for that. And this man having a great career so far in high school. It's Chauncey Bowen, stiff arms the defender. He would have to do much more after that, but run. A 45-yard touchdown run, Bucks rolling. Offense matching the defense. Bulldogs to respond here, but it's picked off by Emory Williams. The easiest pick six he'll ever have. Bucks win it easy as well, 48-10. Wellington trying to do something no team has been able to do this year, beat Vero Beach. The Indians get on the board first with a Quincy Rogers 11-yard touchdown scamper there right up the middle, making things look easy. Later in the first quarter, Tyler Aronson He's also having a great year. Hits Justin Willard on their wide receiver screen, has some blocks. Willard does the rest on the 13-yard catch. In the second quarter, Vera on the move again. Look at this, 4th and 2. Linebacker Keyshawn Campbell lines up at fullback, takes the handoff, and he's in for 7. Vero Beach cruises to the win 42-14. Martin County coming off a loss to St. Tinian, hosting Stranahan out of Fort Lauderdale. And it was the visitors finding success on the ground. Sincere Rodriguez being not so nice to the Martin County defense. Gets in the end zone for a touchdown there. Tigers would return the favor. Dominic Lucci ate his Wheaties this morning, huh? Pushes his body across the goal line. Tigers take down Stranahan 21-11. All right, our Football Friday play of the week coming from Kings Academy at St. John Paul. You just saw it for the first time this year. A defensive play. As our player of the week, that's Turner Lacey, laying out for the tough interception. Watch it again for Kings Academy as the Lions win this one in a rout, 44-0. Let's go to the scoreboard. Royal Palm Beach gets its first win of the year, beating Lake Worth 17-14. Cardinal Newman heads out to the muck and leaves with a shutout win over Glades Central, 45-0. The Crusaders just keep on keeping on. Jupiter Christian knocks off Somerset Prep out of North Lauderdale, 49-6 there. Somerset Academy dropping one at home to LaSalle, 28-18. Fort Pierce Westwood taking care of business, beating Spanish River 27-7. And Jupiter with all types of problems at home against Stoneman Douglas, losing 32-0. And we have another round of college football on WPBF 25 tomorrow. At noon, it's a Red River rivalry. Texas takes on Oklahoma. Then at 4, a tough Big Ten Conference matchup for Michigan State when they take on undefeated number 3 Ohio State. Finally, at 7:30, Boston College will try to pull off the upset over Clemson. One of a few games from last night. Park Vista looking for their first win of the season. A Thursday night game hosting Olympic Heights. Park Vista's offense taking the field after fumbling the opening kickoff. Screen pass to Matthew Nadeau. He makes a few Lions miss and takes it to the house, 7-0 Cobras. Park Vista back in the red zone like it ain't nothing. This time it's Harrison Garado getting it done on the ground as the Cobras take a 14-point lead. But on the ensuing possession, big 4th down for Olympic Heights as they're knocking on the doorstep. Julian Haynes fighting for the first down, but it's too close to call. Watch the camera work. It's going to pick it up. Officials bring out the sticks. Lions keep moving. A few plays later, another 4th down. Lions try to sneak, but this time the Cobras make the stop, keeping it a 2-score game. Cobras driving again. Logan Harrell finds the end zone on the QB keeper, blowing this one wide open. Park Vista gets their first win of the season, 33-7. And that wraps up Week 7 of high school football. A reminder, you can see all the highlights and scores you just saw posted to our website, WPBF.com. Make sure to come back here next week, Week 8. We're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. We're going to see which teams are trying to start to separate themselves from the pack. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here Football Friday next week.